So I almost quit my job on Thursday. And, when you're 57 and in debt, not a smart thing. But, yeah. So here's the story. What a long week it's been. I had a really wonderful New Year's Eve. I took some time off from work. My son and I just hung out. We went into the city. Um, we go every year to see the tree, walk up and down Fifth Avenue. We love looking at the windows because they always are so pretty. Went to Louis Vuitton to see the store wrapped to look like luggage. That was really cool. I also spent time like reevaluating life goals, creating my word of the year, which I do every year, like setting up systems for like meal planning, planning my week, planning my year, because systems are more important and that's what helps you succeed. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because, come on, let's face it, 3 weeks into it, we pretty much quit. So instead, I set up my digital planner. I use Xtile and I love it. The free version has so many bells and whistles. So definitely check it out if you need something like that. And if you have ADHD like I do, I highly recommend it. So my future planning isn't crazy. It isn't the, setting up the system so that I lose 50 pounds by February 1st, meal plan through July. These are the days I'm going to get my hair cut and colored. Write, record, and edit 107 videos, complete with thumbnails and ready for uploading. It was like normal advanced planning. Like, these were plans to help me balance work, help me balance motherhood, help me balance side hustles and my social life. Like, I like to go out. And then it happened. The wrench was thrown into my perfectly laid plans. Hi, I'm Eva, and I'm the founder of Fierce Rich Money. So over 2 years of unemployment, I'm back in debt. I got out of debt before using my plan, and I'm doing it again. This channel is like normal ways of getting out of debt and of personal finance, not those insane, extreme ways that litter the internet. So I just read what I wrote in a community post from, I think it was January 2nd or 3rd, and it was all about the wonderful planning I'm planning to do. And I did it all, and it was great. And then came Saturday, January 4th. My son's break was extended through the following Monday because they had an issue at his school. And they still needed an extra day to clean up. So, needless to say, all the kids were really happy. Anyway, so that night, my son started feeling a little sick and he went to bed like early-ish on Sunday. He was a little under the weather. Well, that's okay. We didn't do much that day because I had to work the next day. Luckily, it was a remote day. And so he had the extra day to pretty much do whatever he wanted. So I meal prepped for the week. I started to create some YouTube scripts and, stuff I needed to do, like order my hair color. So Monday, my son sleeps late while I'm working, and he's officially sick. He took some over-the-counter medicine and started feeling better. So he didn't sleep well. And, as a mom, that means you don't sleep well either. So every time he coughed, I just wanted to run in there to see if he was okay. I didn't. And the next day I didn't send him to school. He was going to stay home. I had to go into the city for work. He's 15, so he can be home alone. I trust he's not going to be running with scissors. So we, texted throughout the day, and he said he was definitely feeling better or okay-ish. But when I got home, he wasn't looking good. I, I think he didn't tell me because he knew that I had a really busy day that day at work, and he wanted me to focus on that. So he's such a good kid. He's so amazing. So anyway, as I immediately set up a telehealth doctor's appointment for him, and I love being able to do these appointments on Zoom or whatever the heck they use. That is really a great thing. So they said upper respiratory infection, antibiotics, a nasal spray, cough medicine. So all that gets prescribed. It's I don't know, what time was it? Like 8:30. They called it into my CVS. Pharmacy closes at 9, so there was enough time. And I planned on him staying home Wednesday. I had to, again, go into New York City. So I went, he came with me, picked everything up, but the cough medicine apparently wasn't called in correctly, and CVS couldn't fill it. They contacted the doctor, and they were waiting for a response, which, like, his cough was just so awful that it's like out of all the medicines, like, so anyway, I was on hold for 2 hours with the telehealth service and horrible hold music. And after 2 hours, I gave up. So he takes the antibiotic, and by 11, he says he's feeling better. So, and that he wants to go to school on Wednesday. And I'm like, no, And he's never wanted to go to school, like, on a day when he's not feeling well. So I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so he didn't sleep well that night, which of course means I didn't sleep well that night. I let him sleep in, and I go into New York City. He says he's feeling better, which is good. So the cough medicine, I contact the telehealth company service that I used through chat, with like the AI bot, and they tell me someone will contact me. Time passes, no one contacts me, so I call again. And so I get your call is important right now, but we are experiencing high call volume. You can leave your callback number so as not to lose your place in the queue. So I leave my number. 3 hours later, I finally get a call, and the customer service rep says she will escalate this. I believe her, and I assume when I get home, I'll get a call from CVS. I haven't gotten a call back. They haven't contacted CVS. The AI bot hasn't even responded to my other thing. So the only thing I could think of to do was to set up another appointment and go from there. So their earliest appointment was 11 p.m. So I'm like, you know what? Done. I'll take it. I explain what happened, the reason for the appointment. And because no one has bothered to contact me or CVS over a sick child's medicine, the person sends in the RX to the 24-hour Walgreens in Yonkers. And shout out to the wonderful staff there for not only filling my son's prescription, but so there was the guy in front of me who was like a new young father. He's holding a humidifier and a jar of Vicks VapoRub. The pharmacist is explaining to him what to do. At this point, I am so sleep deprived. I'm upset over like trying to get my hands on this cough medicine. Like I was just a mess. I'm trying not to cry because again, it's late. I'm tired. I'm sleep deprived. So I'm trying not to cry for two different reasons. The first was getting my kids medicine. And I just kept thinking, when I watched Terms of Endearment, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I watched it first when I didn't have a kid, and that Shirley MacLaine scene at the hospital with my daughter's in pain and like trying to get the medicine for Deborah Winger. I remember thinking like, wow, like what a wonderful mom. Now that I am a parent, that scene like takes on a whole different level. Her dying child is in pain. Like, get her the freaking medicine. And you know what? I still can't even talk about it. I'm going to start crying. You know what? My son's not dying, but you know what? Like, please help me. Like, I need you. Like, just call the pharmacist. All right. So that was reason number one. I'm holding back the tears. Reason number two was the young first time dad getting the humidifier. When I was about 6 months old, I had the croup, and good old Dr. Gautis, our pediatrician in Astoria. Yes, I am Greek and lived in Astoria because we all do at some point. It was late and I needed a steroid and a humidifier. My parents didn't have one. They never needed one. So the doctor had to call the local Genovese, asking them to stay open because my dad would be there to buy a humidifier and to fill the prescription. And watching the gentleman's exchange with the pharmacist really made me think of my parents and all they've done for me and my sister and how much I miss them. You know, I hope I can give my son half of what they gave us. And I'm not talking about like the material stuff, which, you know what? Thank you, Mom and Dad. But really the love and the unconditional support, even when they completely disagreed with my life choices. And there were many they disagreed with, and I get it. Anyway, see, I'm like crying thinking about it. So I get the prescription, I get home. It's like after 1. Give my son the cough medicine and pray he would sleep through the night and just be comfortable. So I get into bed. I look at my sleep app and on my phone, like I averaged, it was like 3 hours and 47 minutes for the past 4 nights. I'm really tired. Thursday, I wake up. I take my son, I wake my son up to take his medicine, tell him to go back to sleep. He's not going to school. And I head into the city for work. Instead of waiting for the next train, I run to get onto the subway. You know what? Big mistake. Like, the next train was coming in 3 minutes. Like, I should have waited. Train's crowded, no seats. I had to stand for 165 blocks. And it's a local train. Like, there are 2 express stops it makes. Or 3, I don't know. So I get to my stop, and normally I walk underneath the 3 blocks underground and walk up the stairs, but I'm so tired. And I'm like, F this. I'm going to take the elevator. So I'd rather walk the extra few blocks outside in the 24-degree weather. And just remember, there is no bad weather, just bad clothing. So I get to the elevator and people are getting on, but they're not moving to the back. So the crowds of people getting on, like there's more room. They just need to step back. And that's when my sleep deprived brain lost it. I start yelling at them. Please take a step back. At least 2 more people can fit. Like, come on. No one would even look at me, including the woman holding her like baby Bjorn baby in front of her. You know what? Before the doors close, I say, I hope you all have a day filled with inconveniences. I never wish horrible things on people because that's wrong. I wish petty annoyances like, the milk in their coffee is bad and chunky and they don't notice it until after they take a sip. Because you know what? That's what I wish for them. Again, nothing bad, just stuff like that. So the doors close and I turn to the grandmotherly looking woman next to me and I say, look, I'm sorry. I have a sick kid at home and I haven't slept in a few days. And she says, we've all been there, dear. So she was terrific. And I can't have those outbursts in public because with my look, if someone's filming, the title is going to say, Subway Karen yells at elevator. Like, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, so I get to work. I'm sleep deprived. I have a sick kid. The telemed service was awful. My eye is twitching. My nose starts to feel stuffed up. I should turn around and go home. Like, I'm done. But I don't, because I couldn't. Yeah. I like my job. I'm paid fairly. I have an absolutely terrific boss. I adore my coworker. We work so well together. And at that moment, none of that matters. None of it. I just wanted to go into my boss's office, because she's remote, and quit. Like, I didn't care. I have tens of thousands of dollars in debt. I don't care that at my age, finding a job is next to impossible. I don't care that I need health insurance. I don't care that I need shelter. I don't care that I need food. I don't care that I need money for concerts. I am tired. I want my son to feel better. I want to sleep for more than 3 hours and 47 minutes. Like, I don't think I'm asking for so much. Like, these aren't like impossible things, are they? So I spent the day reminding myself that I need a job and I can't quit. I'm lucky to have really good BFFs, and they kept checking in on me to make sure I didn't do anything stupid, because I was teetering. So I'm able to like leave work early, and I grabbed the express train and was home by 5:50. So I was very happy about that. My son was feeling better and can go back to school on Friday. It was a remote day for me, so I was happy about that. He has like ramen for dinner, and I don't have an appetite, which, that rarely happens. And I decide to take a nice hot shower and just scrub that day off of me and that week off of me. Like, I just needed to like wash it away. So at about 7:30, I begin to crash. I have a fever. I'm congested. I'm stuffed up. I'm coughing. Now I'm sick. Yeah. So my son and I spent the night just hanging out in my room. And honestly, as bad as I felt, and it was bad, it was just so nice hanging out with him. And we were laughing and chatting. There was no TV, no internet. I was telling him about how I was a Karen at the elevator. I was praying nobody filmed it. I'm very glad that I didn't quit my job that day. It was just such a tough week, but being with him made it all worth it. So shout out to my BFFs for constantly checking in on me to make sure I didn't do anything really stupid. So as Friday came and went, he went to school. I had a fever. We pretty much stayed home. I made a huge pot of chicken soup, and we ate it all Saturday and Sunday. It's Sunday night. I do this. We did go to Dunkin' Donuts, so I still feel awful. Luckily, tomorrow I'm remote. I'm still like, I'm still drippy. Definitely better, but not much. I'm on antibiotics, no cough medicine because I'm not coughing. And yeah, so all my great plans that I had gone out the window. I just like wanted a relaxing week. Like everything set up so nicely. So yeah, so I am completely rambling. I am still sleep deprived again. Luckily tomorrow I am remote. And my son will be back in school. He went again Friday. And, you know, I got best laid plans. So hopefully this week I can color my hair and get it cut and do food prep and everything that I had planned to do. Like, again, with X Tiles, I have everything listed out, like the projects broken down. It's great. I do recommend it if you are looking for that sort of thing. The free plan has bells and whistles, so everything you need could be there if it's not too in depth. I ended up paying for the premium one, and it was still cheap and totally worth it. Well, it's totally worth it if I can use it, because unfortunately I can't follow anything because I have been busy every single night. So that's my like way too long video. I didn't quit my job. But yeah, so that's it. All right. I will hopefully have a normal video on during the weeks. I did film one, I think. I don't even know. I'm like completely like sleep deprived. All right. That's it. Good night. I will see you in the next video.